The Illini return to the road. Today they go to Madison to the Kohl Center to play the 12-7 mighty Wisconsin Badgers. It's a Big Ten showdown. The Illini and the Badgers. Puck drop, minutes away. So let's get some fun started. Let's get it going right here, right now, as we're going to cover through the matchup before we toss up that ball in a few moments. Tyler is on early on here on the stream. I decided to do this stream just this morning. Just giving you a heads up, but I was able to get in quite a bit of prep, and obviously because I'm an Illinois fan, I was mainly focused on Wisconsin, so it went pretty well. And I'm really looking forward to this game. Illinois took the first game of the season series at the State Farm Center, but today Wisconsin will have that always added home court advantage. Always great energy inside the Kohl Center there in Madison. Great town of Madison. And what more did you expect today? Now, Wisconsin and Illinois, two different teams in many ways. Illinois is going to try to score the basketball. Wisconsin's going to try to defend the basketball. Illinois averages 75.9 points a game, while Wisconsin averages exactly 10 below that at 65.8. I guess not exactly, 0.1 below. But what I'm trying to get at here is Wisconsin's a very good defending team. Both these teams are very good defending. Excuse me. They're both very good defending. They both only allow around 65 points a game. And so I think it's really going to be what it's going to be who comes out hot. It's going to be who can defend and play offense at the same time a little better as well. And something that Wisconsin's glad to have back, though, is Tyler Wall. He did not play in that first meeting, and as he was hurt, he leads Wisconsin in scoring. Senior forward, he's been the main man in Madison for quite a few years now, ever since he came up. And he averaged just shy of 13 points this year. This year, they've gotten a lot of help from their junior forward, the 7-footer Steven Crowell. He's been a big part, number 22. Watch out for him tonight. 12.6 points per game, and he also is a good defender with just shy of 7 rebounds per game as well. He is a heavy fouler, 11th in the Big Ten with that, but he is 11th in the Big Ten in rebounds. So it's going to be a lot of defense, I think, today. Illinois has really struggled to hit the three lately. As a team, they only shoot 32% beyond the arc. Wisconsin, they're good at shot selection. They really take a good care of the ball and make sure that they have those good shot selections. 36% from beyond the arc, 46% though from the 2-point. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they do not take that many shots. They're going to get those good looks. Illinois, thing getting close to the rim, and Dane Danger and Coleman Hawkins have a good game. They will be able to finish those in-close chances and add to that 55%, 2% chance. So I said it again. I've said it a ton, but I'm going to say it again. It's going to be defense, and offense is going to come along with it. That's what I see coming. Wisconsin has lost 2 in a row after they got ranked. They were number 12 when they played Illinois last a week or 2 or 3 weeks ago, right out of the new year. Obviously, they would end up losing that before winning a few more. And then they lost 2 straight. The most recent one was an 18-point loss at Maryland this year. Not an easy Maryland team to play, not an easy building to go into. But, I mean, that's pretty embarrassing to almost be getting beat by 20. Now, Illinois couldn't beat Maryland when they played them. Much more competitive game, though. So Wisconsin's really got a chip on their shoulder. We're going to see if they come out firing in this game. Both teams have really been through a lot of ups and downs. Illinois has beat 3 or 4 ranked teams. Wisconsin, no stranger to that either. But They've also lost some to a few bad teams. Illinois, that Northwestern one stands out. That Maryland one, right after they beat number 2 Texas, stands out. For Wisconsin, this Maryland one, right after they got rent, and then Illinois, that last loss, right after they find hope. Both these teams have found ways to kind of just have it fade or slide right off of them. Projected starters tonight, it's going to be Steven Crowl, number 22 for Wisconsin. Leads the team in rebounds. Chucky Hepburn, 23. He leads the team in assists. Connor Essegian. It's not my favorite name to say. I had to look up the pronunciation. I think we figured it out, though. He's out there with over 10 points per game, and he had a really nice first half the other night against Maryland, but obviously it did not translate to the second for anybody on Wisconsin. And then Tyler Wall and Jordan Davis are projected to also be out there as well. Got 5 men for Illinois. Terrence Shannon Jr., the Texas Tech transfer, 2 Baylor transfers, and Matthew Meyer and Dane Danger. Coleman Hawkins, the team's rebound and assist leader, and then Jaden Epps, the freshman. A lot of promise for him. It's really been the story of the freshman so far for the Illini. When guys like Meyer and Shannon aren't hitting, then they trust Epps, Harris, Rogers, all freshmen. They're all averaging they're all averaging quite a few points per game. But Sincere Harris is a legit, really good defender as well. So you always got to take defense into account. And the points through Terrence Shannon Jr., hot start to his season. He's kind of had a few roughy ones ever since he got a concussion. But he's starting to find his groove these last few games. I don't know when we're going to tip off. It's taken them forever for some reason. I figured it would be 2 minutes after 2, as it usually is, but not on Fox today. And here's what I'm talking about with the freshmen for Illinois. They have 8 freshmen that are currently ranked or previously ranked in the top 100 of the top 100 freshman list. Those being Terrence Shannon, he was 81st in his 2019 class. Matthew Meyer, 86. Dane Danger, 70 3 years ago in 2020. Coleman Hawkins, not Coleman Hawkins. Jaden Epps, 81st this year. RJ Melendez, 81st 2 seasons ago. Sky Clark left the team. He was, I'm just now getting to this. He was 32nd in this year's class. He committed to Illinois, a 5-star point guard, but he could not find his groove. He just did not have any. He just didn't seem to have any fight out there, and I blame that partially on his teammates. I blame that partially on Brad Underwood. I blame that partially on himself as well. All right, so we got 4 minutes to cover here. But I think it's a really, really selfish move. And I mean, he put out a tweet that said, this is the best move for my family and myself. And I get that. But also what I don't get is, in what way does it help you? He didn't mention any mental health issues or anything. So, I don't know. Here's what we're talking about. Illinois has won 5 of their last 6. Wisconsin has lost 5 of their last 6. 2 teams trending in very different directions. Wisconsin was ranked in the top 15. Now they're back to 12-7. Illinois is 5-4 in conference. They need this win to possibly get themselves ranked at 15-6. We'll have to see. It'll be close. But otherwise, maybe a few more wins, and then we reach that point. And then Wisconsin 4-5 in the Big Ten. All right, we're going to take a little break. 3 minutes before tip-off. Don't go anywhere. The game has not started yet. 3 minutes to go. I'm going to take a short break. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Wisconsin, Illinois, right around the corner. Told you I want to be long. We're back with about a minute till tip off. I'm going to go ahead and share my scoreboard here. I've already dug into the matchup a bit. Not going to give my prediction. But Illinois is favored by 2 points, so we'll say that. I think the over-under was around 130. I don't know any other betting terms except for over-under and who's favored. So that tells a lot about me. But, yep. Watched a lot of basketball lately, I have. I saw some of the craziest games I've ever seen the other day when I was PA announcing my junior high or my middle school games. A girl at the buzzer put the ball into her own basket to tie the game and send it to overtime. Like literally at the second half, at the end of the game buzzer, she put it in her own basket to tie the game, and it went into overtime. And our team ended up winning. So I announced 4 games this week. 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Thursday. I just got a gig to do the high school I'm going to be going to in a year or two, to do one of their varsity games on senior night on February 11th. So I'm looking forward to that. But tonight we shift to the play-by-play side of announcing. It's Illinois, it's Wisconsin. Illinois has won the last 5 meetings between the two squads. Wisconsin looking to put an end to their drought of winning, which they've ran into lately. They've lost 5 of their last 6. And actually, for our starters today, we're gonna slide Max Klesmit in there for for who's not in there? Tyler Wall. Oh no. For Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis, local kid from across Wisconsin. They're going to give him a break today. So instead it'll be the Wofford transfer, Max Klesmit, getting a go at it. Brad Underwood, the Illini coach in his 6th season. Greg Gard, the Wisconsin coach in his 8th season. 2 guys that have gotten their programs going the right way, but have not been able to quite reach the plateau of where they want to be. Illinois flashing out new jerseys today, I see. Navy, never seen those on display today. Wisconsin in the home whites. It's basketball here on Saturday. Wisconsin-Illinois rivalry renewed. As Illini fans refer to it, the team from up north, the Mighty Badgers of Wisconsin. The Fighting Illini of Illinois. Tip-off. Here we go. Dane Danger pulls it back for the Illini to Coleman Hawkins, and he'll flash it back to Terrence Shannon Jr. Meyer right wing leaves it for Danger at the free throw line. 2 dribbles and a handoff for Shannon. Drives with the left hand. Misses the layup. Good contest by Steven Corral. Corral has the ball up the floor now. He'll kick it left wing. There's a Cision. Now, here's Wall. Wisconsin's leading scorer Wall backs it on Meyer. Scores with it rung in and out. Wall had a good chance. I don't think he realized how open he was. Now Meyer top of the key. Hawkins left wing. Coleman Hawkins. Terrence Shannon Jr. Matthew Meyer. Dane Danger fakes the handoff to Shannon. 1 dribble. There's the handoff to Meyer. Jump stop. Pivot. Fade away. Air ball long. And we are a minute into this one without a stoppage. Behind the back dribble and a drive. Beautiful shot fake. But not the roll. That's Max Klesmit, the junior guard, getting the start today. The local kid as well from Neenah, Wisconsin. There's Jaden Epps for the Illini. He's got the game's first points. Illinois is off and running with 2. Now Wisconsin looking for the answer. There it is. And that is Max Klesmit getting the 3 from the right wing to go. That gets the crowd into it. And it's 3-2 Wisconsin, who shoots 36% from beyond the arc. Klesmit adds to that total there. Meyer. Back to the top of the key goes Shannon. Epps. 7 to shoot. Epps off a screen. Takes it toward the bucket. And he can't get the finish in close. So the Illini already with 2 missed layups early on. Hepburn running the floor. Stutter steps around Hawkins. Fakes the shot. Pivots it up tall wall. There's Crowell. Hepburn. Right wing. Baseline dribbling a fadeaway. Too strong. And we got a holding foul on Wall. The ball belongs to the Illini. It's the game's first stoppage. Good tempo to start the game. And now Illinois looking to take the lead. Terrence Shannon Jr. It's knocked out of his hands. He was able to run it back. And then Hawkins botches the pass. There's Shannon to back him up. Now Hawkins back on it. Nearly traveled, no call. Able to back it into danger. Missed the one-hand jumper. He's back on his own rebound, and he misses the layup. So 3 missed layups early on from the Illini. And back Hepburn brings it up the floor with a nice little leisurely jog. Crowd the 7-footer on the perimeter. There's Wall, Hepburn. Hepburn's small and compact. He's only 6'2". The 7-footer. Crowd will try a 3. In and out. No rebounders for Wisconsin. Meyer holds it in for the Illini. Epps looks to push it. Instead, he'll slow it up. Wanted Shannon on the backdoor cut. Epps decided to hold on to it and give it to Meyer. Meyer spins his way through. Misses the layup. Another missed layup for Illinois. And that one wasn't really contested at all. Hepburn, Crowell. Right on the tip of that W on the center court logo. Now here's Klesman. He'll try a jumper. He's got Wisconsin's only points today. Not that time. Slow start for both teams offensively. I told you defense is the name of the game today. Terrence Shannon, offensive foul. The Illini's first foul today, and it's on Terrence Shannon Jr., who led with that right elbow. And they whistle him for a foul. There's Klesman again. He's able to move his feet to get in position, and then Shannon just kind of led with that shoulder, dips it in. And that's the result. Ball back to the Badgers. With 16:20 to play in the first. 3-2, already 4 minutes in. Here's Corral. Guarded by Hawkins. Gives it to Essegian. I can't say that name. Who missed the layup. Now Shannon with the right hand. Knocked out of his arms before he could try the layup. And here's Hepburn. Each team still has all their starters out there. Or excuse me, Illinois put in Ty Rogers. So no, they don't. Put in Rogers for danger. Backing down on Shannon is Wall. Tries the hook shot. Didn't work out, but he was fouled. And that'll be the second early on Shannon Jr. Brad Underwood not happy at him. A snowy day in Madison takes us to the under 16 timeout. Wisconsin with a 3-2 lead. And they will have 2 free throws with Tyler Wall's line. And they come back from commercial. What's better than some Saturday basketball? Earlier today, still going on, we had the SEC Big 12 Challenge. That's always fun. Today we got Big 10 versus Big 10 Challenge. I should make that a thing. Each side's cold early on, and we've seen what I'm saying. I mean, Wisconsin ain't just checking up shots and pulling in the rebounds. I mean, they're a good rebound team, but they all aren't dominant. Illinois has around 40 rebounds a game, while Wisconsin's around 30. But Illinois has gotten pretty much all the rebounds. I think, in fact, they have gotten all the rebounds so far. Oh wait, actually that'd be impossible because we missed all those layups. Let's see, we have 6 rebounds, they have 5. But it's really been a lot of defensive rebounds, if not all defensive rebounds, as all the chances have been one and done. And all Illinois' chances have been in on the rim. They have not shot 1 3 yet, which is probably something you see in film. They have not been able to convert it in close, while Wisconsin's gone with a little more of a perimeter look, putting Crowell out there on the edge. And their only points today are on that Klesmit 3, who with that 3 already is halfway to his average points per game. He's a Wofford transfer, however you say that. When I was talking about in the pregame, all the Illinois freshmen, 8 of them ranked, I guess now only 7 with Sky Clark leaving. They have 0. Wisconsin has 0 freshmen ranked in the top 100, and it's not saying that they have a lot of freshmen on the roster anyway. They only have one freshman that starts. That's Essien, who I can't stand to say his name. Essien. And then their other 2 freshmen haven't played, or if they have played, they still got all zeros in the stat column. That's Isaac Gard and Chris Hodges. Chris Hodges, the Wisconsin freshman, he's actually from Schaumburg, Illinois. And here's another thing I wanted to mention. I might talk about this a little more in depth later. This is the same for Illinois football. This has been the same since they brought in a few more personnel in these last 10 years with the basketball team. They want more in-state recruits. On this team, they have 4 of them. What's interesting is Terrence Shannon Jr. is from Chicago. He wanted to play for Illinois. He ended up going to Texas Tech before transferring back to the Illini. This one inbounded here. In now for the Badgers is Carter Gilmore, number 14 in white. And Hepburn will slow things up the top of the key. Hepburn elevates. That one no good from the wing. Now Jaden Epps in transition. Illinois not trying to push anything. They're just taking the game one step at a time. Here's Meyer left wing. 5 minutes in. It's only 3-2. Here's Hawkins. Handed off Epps. Epps bounces it back out and now drives baseline. He's fouled, but he missed the layup. So Jaden Epps will get chances to shoot free throws. And I said at the end of that last timeout that Wisconsin would get to shoot free throws. They must have not called it a shooting foul. That was not the case. I don't know if this is a shooting foul either. We'll see. Nope, it's not. So Epps will inbound the ball down low. Crowell checks back in as Wall is going to head to the bench for the first time today. Epps looking for Hawkins, who hauls it in. Hawkins to Epps. Jaden Epps gets the screen and feeds the top of the key, Meyer. Meyer looking for a lane. Step back 3. He's fouled! And he got it! Matthew Meyer! Are you kidding me? That's the way to get your guys going. A 3-and-1. Step back on Klesmit. He got him on the arm and the body. Nothing but net for Matthew Meyer. The Illini could not make a shot to save their life in those first few minutes. And there's a big 3, but Meyer misses the free throw. Illinois is a horrible free throw team. And when I say horrible, I mean it. 66% from the line. Wisconsin's also 66%, as Hepburn misses a 3 from the far corner. Hallie Montag is on. There's Melendez transition 3. It's the front iron. Rebound pulled in by Hepburn. He's got 3.1 of those per game. He can really do it all. He's got 12.2 points a game, 3.1 rebounds, and he leads the team in assists with 3.4. Underneath the basket, that one was grabbed by Davis, who's on the floor for the first time today, and his first touch results in a travel. 14-13 to go. Here in the first half. Another possession for the Illini. 8 combined points through the first 6 minutes of this one. As Sincere Harris will get his first look on the floor. He'll bring the ball up. There's Meyer. Guarded carefully at the top of the key by Essegian. Meyer slipped through a hole and got a nice look at the top of the key from three-point land, but he missed it in and out. Rebound to Wisconsin. Up the floor comes Kamari McGee. Wisconsin with their first guys off the bench all out there right now. There's Gilmore. Crowell. Danger back on the floor for the Illini guarding Crowell up high. Crowell leaves it for Gilmore. Long jumper. It was a two-pointer. No good. Might have been partially blocked. Now Melendez to Meyer. And the fast break. Meyer lays it in. Illinois, a 2-score lead. It's their biggest lead of the day for both sides. Timeout, Wisconsin. With 13:28 to go in the first. Illinois starting to find their legs. Meyer has got 5 early on. That's a nice play. Melendez fakes like he's going to cut back inside towards the middle of the court, and then he feeds Meyer on the outlet on the outside, who's able to kind of sneak in past that baseline and then back up towards the rim off the board and in. So this is a 30-second timeout for Wisconsin, so no long commercial breaks or anything, but we're nearing the under 12. Illinois with this win today will get up to 5th place in the Big Ten. Right now they're tied with Indiana and Michigan for 5th place. But they get into a lone 5th place for now, at least. And Wisconsin's just trying to find their legs again in conference play at 4-5. Here's Gilmore. Watch closely by Meyer, and there you're going to get Sincere Harris for a hold away from the ball. He held up Hepburn. Tyler says hi. Underneath Hepburn, gets it to the corner on the inbound. Essegian. Now Crowell. Backs down on Danger. Crowell, double team now, spins away from it. Gilmore avoids the body of Meyer and lays it in for 2. Meyer just completely jumped right over him. Jumped on the shot fake there. Illinois is not too disciplined when it comes to shot fakes. Meyer, kick. Harris. Fouled on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the line, I believe. We call that a shooting foul. Yep, it looks like it. That was actually Ty Rogers, not Harris. So Rogers at the line for 2. Illinois already 0 for 1 at the line. And they're now 0 for 2. As that second one is missed, or that first one is missed by Rogers. 66% at the line as a team. That gets you nowhere in the tournament, gets you nowhere in the Big Ten. And every press conference, Brad Underwood, as he misses the second one, if you can believe that, Brad Underwood talks about how all they do at practice is shoot free throws, but it never shows. So it's really going to be interesting to see what they can make of this, because it's really not fun to watch when your team can't make free throws. Here's Chucky Hepburn. Danger was guarding him on the switch. Now he's back on Crowell. There's a nice backdoor cut towards the basket. Layup, no good. Crowell swats it out, but to the wrong color jersey. RJ Melendez looks to run the floor. Now we'll slow things up at the right wing, and he'll lob it up to Shannon. Swung around for Harris, far corner Rogers, right back to Sincere Harris. Terrence Shannon Jr. Sincere Harris, a big part of that win against number 7 UCLA in the second game of the season. Danger poked out of his hands, and the ball belongs to Wisconsin as it goes out of bounds. Just under 12 to go, and that means it's the under 12 media timeout. Illinois up 7-5, a slow start offensively for both teams. 11:56 to go in the first. Illini up 2. Illinois is really, these last few games, the offense looked a lot better. Shot selection has been better. They've taken 1-3 today, and it resulted in the and 1 for Meyer. They haven't just been chucking shots as much as we saw before, and obviously that's partly because of the absence of Sky Clark. He was one of those main chuckers. Yeah. Here's something I wanted to get to some point early in the game, and that was Luke Goody for Illinois. Probably don't know who the heck that is, but when this guy comes back, he's a sophomore guard. They wanted him to be the future of this team for the next 2 years he's at Illinois. But in a preseason scrimmage in this janky gym against Kansas that was just for fun, he blew his knee out or something. But he got injured in a preseason scrimmage against Kansas. They said that he would return late January. So obviously we're nearing his return. He's getting a lot better. He's almost there, but he's been out for the first however many months of the season, yet to play a game. And we saw him be a big part last year late in the season. They knew that he had something special. They thought this would be his year to be that everyday starter, be that main man for Illinois. But now he misses 3/4 of the season. And so now what do you do? But obviously now he's coming back. That's going to be big. And we'll see what can benefit out of it, because that's a piece that Illinois would really love to have on the offensive end. Wisconsin's really thrown in their first guys off the bench today. They started a different guy, Klesmit, instead of Jordan Davis, who then came out on the floor with Gilmore, McGee, all of them. As Greg Gard's really trying to give everybody a look early on in this game, because they might need him. Two very physical teams. They might get into foul trouble. As Terrence Shannon already has 2 for Illinois, and Wisconsin's Tyler Wall already has 2 as well. So the leading scorer for both teams has 2 fouls. So that's something we're really going to have to watch as this game goes along. Big packed house at the Kohl Center today in Madison. Beautiful arena. The Badgers to get back on the right track. They've lost 5 of their last 6. They were in the top 15. Now they're back at 12-7, trying to find their legs. They got the ball here. Crowell dishes Gilmore. Ooh, Gilmore had a man back door. That was Klesmit, but he could not hit him. And then there's a turnover. Here's Hawkins. Epps. Danger has the ball up high. Hands off for Epps. Off balance shot. Missed it short, as Epps has gotten a little too shot happy today. He can't make anything close. Here's Gilmore backing down on Epps now. Gilmore to the semicircle. Spinning around. He's triple teamed. Kick. Klesmit the 3. Too strong. Danger strong rebound. He's got just around 6 of those per game. RJ Melendez, dribble drive. He tried to get Danger, who was being grabbed by Crowell, and they don't call anything on the foul-wise, and it's back to Wisconsin off an Illinois turnover. Epps has looked a little shaky early on offensively. Here's Hepburn. Guarded closely by Rogers. Hepburn, crossover, gets a screen from Crowell, takes it in close, up and under. Beautiful play, but he could not quite get the finish. He went around 2 defenders there, maybe even 3. Melendez, what a move. Free throw line 2-point jumper. No. Another defensive rebound for Wisconsin. Crowell hauls it in. Chucky Hepburn. Halfway through the first half, it's only 7-5. Here's Crowell. Wide open up high. Gilmore unloads. The bank is open, and Wisconsin's back in front. Big man Gilmore, 6'7", back up the crowd, but they can't be on the floor at the same time here as we see. I mean, Gilmore's a big man, 6'7", 215, and now here's another turnover by Epps in transition. Wisconsin, Klesmit, why not? Oh, he almost tried it again. Instead, he dishes it to Klesmit, who misses. Rebound to Epps. Gilmore wanted to shoot it again. Opted not to from the corner. Epps is fouled by Hepburn. Epps probably would have rather not had that foul be called because he split both defenders after he got held and would have had a wide open look in close on the basket. 8-7, 9:35 to go. Gilmore will check out. Local kid from Heartland, Wisconsin, Arrowhead High School native, and he's right around his average per game with 3 points after that three. 9:30 to go in the first half. It's 8-7, Wisconsin. Jaden Epps, screened by Danger. Hawkins up high. Jump stop, kick left wing Meyer. Meyer double teamed. Tries the step back. Not that time. Illinois going cold, and they've been cold all day. I said, whoever comes out of the gate hot, which really nobody has, and whoever can defend early on, that's going to be the big part. They haven't really seen either side do any of that yet. Hepburn fakes the three, gets Melendez to jump, and then drive baseline before kicking it back up high. There's Ilver. Ilver rejected by Hawkins. What a block. Coleman Hawkins elevates. Swats. Ilver. I'm going to call him Ilver because it's easier to say. A lot of these guys that weren't expecting to get playing time for Wisconsin. Ilver from Tallinn, Estonia, only has 1.8 points per game. So, I mean, you don't blame me for not expecting him. There's a beautiful play from Max Klesmit as he goes with the up and under reverse layup. And Wisconsin has a 7-0 scoring run. They're up 10-7. Here's Shannon. Dishes. Danger. Spins around and hammers it home. Danger ends the Illinois scoring drought, cuts into the deficit. It's back to 1. Just over 8 to play in the first half. Hepburn. Chucky Hepburn. That's a fun name. Hepburn backing down. Epps. Shot fake. Jumper. No good. Meyer elevates for the rebound. Hawkins running the floor. The big man Coleman Hawkins slows it down. Drives baseline. Kick to the corner. Shannon up high. Epps for 3. No. Illinois only 1 for something at the 3-point line to this point. And then Hawkins committed a foul as that rebound was being hauled in. So a few sloppy possessions. I shouldn't say a few. A lot of sloppy possessions for Illinois early on. Turnovers, fouls have been costly so far. At the under 8 timeout, Wisconsin leads by 1, only 10-9. 2 people on the stream. We're over halfway through the first half. Illinois, Wisconsin. This has been about as bad as an offensive game you can get. Both teams have come out cold, which we are not a stranger to. We've seen both these sides come out cold from the 3-point line and from the 2-point line. I mean, Illinois is a very good 2-point shooting team. It's because when they get into a shooting slump, it's usually from 3-point range. And they don't take many long 2-point jumpers. And usually, not always, the games that they lose, they usually can't make the layups. The games that they win, they can make the layups. They've already easily had 4 or 5 missed layups. Most of those were contested, but a few of them from Epps, who has really disappointed me early on today. I really expected more from him. You always expect more from him because he had a few great games. Has looked really sloppy offensively, turning it over a few times. Shot selection has been bad, but the defense has been good, and defense is the name of the game. Wisconsin has already put in 10, 11, 12 different guys in this game so far. Illinois really only had, their roster is not too extensive. Like, they really have about 8 guys to go to, especially now with Sky Clark gone. And when they get Goody back, that'll really be big. And there's there's actually a few guys that are at the bottom of the roster, such as Brandon Lieb, who they expected to have a lot bigger role this season. But when they got the transfer, Dane Danger from Baylor, Meyer from Baylor, and Shannon from Texas Tech, that just knocks Lieb down to the bottom of the list again, as he is the backup big man behind Hawkins and Danger. So, I don't know whose ball is going to be out coming out here. There we go. It's Wisconsin basketball. 7:45 to go in the first half. Hepburn, Crowell. Ilver, Hepburn, Crowell. Off the screen, Klesmit. Why not? He hits another one. Another 3 for Klesmit. He's got 2 beyond the arc early on. I'm starting to like the way this guy plays, but not as an Illinois fan. I don't want to see him playing like that. Epps to Harris. There's Matthew Meyer, Jaden Epps. Greg Gard wants an offensive foul. Epps on the drive. He misses another layup. It's got to be at least 3 for Epps. Klesmit to Crowell. Crowell wanted to hand it off to Hepburn. It wasn't there, so instead he dishes Klesmit. Underhand scoop pass, and then the fadeaway jumper. No good from Jordan Davis. Illinois pulls in the rebound. Sincere Harris speeds up now, slows down, and there's Epps at the top of the key again. Epps. Harris. Calls over Danger for a screen. Harris stutter steps in on Crowell. No good. He gets his own rebound. Danger. Jumper. He gets the roll. Danger, the left-hand jumper from the free throw line. Illinois within 2. Job from the big man there, Danger. Getting the big boy roll. Danger's when I say big, I mean big. 6'9", 270, and he's actually lost a lot of weight since last year. Crowell underneath. Danger rejected. What a block, Danger, but the rebound hauled in by Wisconsin. They can't get it to go, and Crowell commits an offensive foul. Over the back on Stephen Crowell. Danger, what a possession, what a job from him on both sides of the ball. He gets the left-handed jumper to go on one end. Gets a block and a rebound and commits and draws a foul on the other end. Illini with the ball, 5:58 to play. In the first half, it's 13-11 Wisconsin. Jaden Epps still out on the floor. They're giving Terrence Shannon a breather. Here's Hawkins to Meyer, left wing. Hawkins far corner. Back up to the Wisconsin bench. Now Hawkins. Meyer fakes the 3, now tries to step back. Actually, he pulled it back. Now Hawkins tries to step back. He missed it. Another defensive rebound by Wisconsin, as that was a nice job to save it over there in the corner. Here's Hepburn. Swung over here. Baseline drive. Jumper no good, but we got a foul. Essegian doing it again. He hasn't been out there that long today, but he's gotten a few prime chances. Missed the jumper there, and I don't know about that foul call, but Jaden Epps, what is he doing today? Really makes no sense to me. Essegian at the line. shooting 2. He missed the first one. Wisconsin, not a great free throw shooting team, as Epps will finally take a seat. But Wisconsin shoots 66% of the line as well. So Illinois and Wisconsin both 66%, but the second is good there. It's 14-11. Sincere Harris back on the floor. Hawkins. This is danger. Double teamed. He's able to roll off of it. Beautiful right hand hooker. And it's a 1-point game. 5 minutes to go in the first. Hepburn dumped off for Davis. Crowd. Hepburn at the free throw line. Baseline kick. Davis, Crowd. Crowell in on Hawkins. Double team by Danger. Backdoor Crowell again. Off a nice pass from Gilmore. The finish is there. Lead back up to 3 for the Badgers. Gilmore with a good start to his game. Nice feed there. And he had a 3-point bucket earlier. Hawkins fakes the 3. Drives in with the right. Kicks it to Melendez. He misses the 3. Melendez another try from the corner. He misses again. What the heck? Illinois can't make a shot to save their life. Hepburn on the run. Hepburn screened by Crowell. Kicks to Crowell. Tries a 3. No, too strong. One-hand rebound, Hawkins. Swerve weaving all over the floor. Sincere Harris. Traveled. Under 6 timeout. Under 4 timeout, rather. Wisconsin, Illinois. 2 horrible offensive teams having a horrible offensive start, but the defenses coming to shine. And Wisconsin holding on to a 3-point lead in the dimming minutes of this first half. Well, we're at the break. Under 4. And doesn't get much worse than this. Illinois shooting 12% from the 3-point line. The only one they made was that and one for Meyer. Each team below 30% from field goal percentage. Illinois already was 6 turnovers. Packed house at the Kohl Center in Madison today. Got a I mean, it's a competitive start to this game. I wouldn't say it's a good start to the game because it's too. I mean, it's been horrible the way that Division I basketball teams can play this bad offensively. But another thing is foul trouble. Terrence Shannon Jr. 2 fouls. Tyler Wall 2 fouls for Wisconsin. Those are the 2 leading scorers for their respective sides. Here's Gilmore. Gilmore holds the ball up over his head, and now a 3 as we have an offensive foul. The 3 was knocked down by Essegian, but we had an off-moving screen before that. As Marcus Ilver out of Estonia will check back into the game. Here's Harris to Meyer. Danger. Spin. The hook shot. He knocks down another one. Danger finding his role. Illinois back within one once more. Danger's got 8, and he's 4 from 6 from the field. Left all alone, top of the key. That 3's too strong from Ilver. Now Hawkins. 3 minutes to go in the first. Illinois looking to take their first lead in quite some time. Hawkins. Meyer right wing. Matthew Meyer. Danger gives him the screen. Meyer for 3. Left it short. Long rebound. Extended reach and a beautiful grab by Klesmet to bring it in. Klesmet. Now Gilmore. Gilmore goes face-to-face with Hawkins. Gilmore puts his back into him. Lays his shoulder. But misses the layup. Pulls in his own rebound. Gilmore. Now the 3 from Ilver. Off the back iron. Harris with the rebound. No team can make a 3. No team can make a basket at all. 2:15 to go in the first. Harris to Hawkins. Takes the feed to Danger now. Melendez. And we have a 3-second in the lane violation against Danger. Don't see that too much at the college or pro level. We see it called there. Here's Klesmet. Now Essegian. Gilmore. Laying his body into Hawkins. Gilmore spinning for dear life. And it will be fought for on the rebound as the layup was nowhere near going in. And a jump ball possession arrow belongs to Wisconsin. Hawkins just was not giving up his position there. And then Gilmore, no shot on the layup. Just kind of threw it up. But a good job to fight for the rebound and give them another chance on the jump ball. So this will be good for Illinois because the possession arrow will favor them, so they might get the ball coming out of the half. Hepburn inbound it. And he's able to do just that out to Gilmore. Gilmore hands it off for Hepburn, top of the key. Hepburn stutter steps his way through. Foul on Meyer with the reach. He does not like that call. Meyer's first, team 6th. Klesmet inbound. Hepburn. Nice screen, Ilver. Ilver fakes the 3, drives in on Danger. Another block. Danger does it again. Now the Illini are on the floor. Meyer, wide open 3. He's got another one. Both Illini 3s belong to Matthew Meyer. This one comes in transition, and it's their first lead in quite some time. 18-16. Final minute and a half for the first half. Klesmet, double teamed at the top of the key, able to dump it off for Hepburn. Dropped for Gilmore. Gilmore poked away Meyer, but right to Klesmet. He tried to bank in that 3, but he missed it. Illinois on the rebound. We're under a minute in the first. Epps slows things up with 20 to shoot. Danger moves up to set the screen. Epps with the right hand feeds Meyer. On the bounce pass, Danger spinning around looking for somewhere to go. Back to the top, Epps. Epps with 4 to shoot. Drives, the layup! He got it! Jaden Epps, 20th time is the charm, it seems, as he's finally able to knock down a layup. Timeout, Badger, or Illinois. I figured Wisconsin would have called a timeout there. No, Illinois does. They've scored 5 unanswered. A 3 from Meyer. Next possession, Jaden Epps goes with the right hand drive and the finish on the layup. It is 2016, 30 seconds to go in the first half, so Wisconsin can't hold for the last shot. Danger's been huge today. Not only scoring, but he's also got a few nice assists, a few blocks, a few nice rebounds. He's doing it all today, and he's really stepped up his game these last few games. So Illinois on a 7-0 run. Wisconsin can't hold for the last shot. Hepburn. Just dribbling it at the logo with 15. Chucky Hepburn's going to hold it. He'll get moving with 5. Hepburn gets a screen. Here's a 3 from Gilmore at the buzzer. It's no good. And the Illini, after a horrible offensive start, were able to get just enough of a nice enough finish to take the lead as we head to the break. 36 points combined. That's the fewest in a Big Ten game in the first half this season. But the Illini do lead 20-16 after 20 minutes. 20 more remains. I'm going to take my halftime break. It was a slow, boring, but still exciting first half at the same time. From the Kohl Center, 2016, Illinois up at half, and they will get the ball to start half number 2. Thanks for watching the first half. We still got one more to go. Illinois looking to hold on for win number 15 of the season. Welcome back to Saturday basketball. Illinois, Wisconsin combined for 36 first half points. There was only that was the fewest points combined in the first half of a Big Ten game this season. Illinois picked up that field goal percentage a bit late in the half. 2 for 10 from 3. Wisconsin's 3 from 14. These teams, half the time it seems like they've been chucking threes. The other half it seems like they're getting towards the rim. But there's been a lot of times, and pretty much the entire game has just been they haven't been able to finish. And so it's been really tough to watch. But on the bright side, Illinois does have a 4-point lead. Both teams' leading scorers have 2 fouls. They both have 0 points, and they both only played 5 minutes. So we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. Illinois trying to get to 15-6, 6-4 in the Big Ten. Wisconsin trying to get to 13-8, or 13-7, and 5-5 at the Big Ten. So we'll see what the second half brings. Illinois trying to stay hot. Wisconsin trying to find their groove. It is Illinois basketball to start the half, and we are underway. Here is Coleman Hawkins, Terrence Shannon out there with 2 fouls. Shannon splits 3 defenders and scores. What a start to the half. Terrence Shannon Jr., his first points of the game. It's 2, and it's 22-16. Here's Klesmet, and we got a foul away from the ball. I think. Let's see what they called. Inbounded is Hepburn again. Off the screen comes Decision, and he got it right towards the net. But the reason because of that was because of a moving screen. Ball back to the Illini. So Epps will bring it up the floor. Half a minute into the second half. Here's Epps. Left-hand feed, Matthew Meyer. 1-on-1. He backs down on the baseline. Right hand didn't get the roll. And then 4 guys, 2 guys on each team jump up for the rebound. It was eventually hauled in by Essien. Can't get that right. Essien has the ball here. Here's Wall. Wall fakes the pass. He wants the backdoor to Hepburn. Wasn't there. Instead on the drive is Tyler Wall. Wall putting the shoulder in the Hawkins. Wall gets the layup. Lead back to 4 for Illinois. Epps. Backdoor cut. Nicely done by Epps, but he was not in a position to shoot it. Instead, it's kicked back out to Meyer on the floater. The lead's right back up to 6. 24-18. Now the offenses are starting to get going. Just about 2 minutes into the second. Hepburn. Wall. Looking for some room to maneuver. Wall traveled. Illinois ball. Wall had to look too if he didn't travel. Here's Shannon. Another backdoor cut to Epps. Beautiful find from TSJ. And it's 26-18 Illini. And I just made that name up for Terrence Shannon Jr. And here we have another turnover by Wisconsin. I don't know what the call was, but all I know is the ball is right back to the Illini. Already 3 early turnovers in the half in the first 2 minutes for Wisconsin. Here's Shannon. Shannon on the floater. No, not that time. Danger almost went over the back. No call. Here's Wall. Taking it all the way to the bucket before kicking it back out. The 3 is too strong. Long rebound goes to Hepburn. Wall once again in on Hawkins, and that time he's able to lay it in. 26-20. Good pace to start the half. It's 3 minutes in. Meyer gets it again! 3 threes in the game for Matthew Meyer. All Illini threes belong to Double M. It's 29-20. Meyer's got 13. Now Wall looking for the answer. Wall backing down baseline, spin, and he's fouled, but we're going to call it on the ground, so he won't take free throws, and Hawkins is called for a foul. One of the big upsets of the day, Oklahoma at home beat number 2 Alabama by 30, if you can believe that. Game went final at halftime of this one. And now they're going to send the teams to the bench for some reason. So it looks like the officials want to go look at something, maybe to see if we had a flagrant foul something or somewhere or what. I don't know what they could be looking at here. Nothing flagrant about it. And that's not even... Oh, they're looking for a hook and hold. His arm just gets caught. I think his arm just gets caught in there. Hawkins. I mean, you can't call this flagrant. Come on now. Hawkins looks angry about some, and there's no way you call this a flagrant. No. Okay, they didn't call it. So it's Wisconsin ball under the basket. Hepburn gets it into Crowell. Right back to Hepburn left wing. Hepburn sneaks by one defender, and the long 2-point jumper's no good. Meyer almost just tipped it into his own basket. Luckily, it stays out, and Danger hauls in the rebound for good. Here's Jaden Epps. Meyer. Screened by Danger. At the right wing, Meyer. Beautiful roll. Finish and the foul. Matthew Meyer has found the touch, and the Illini are up over 30 points. It's 31-20, and Matthew Meyer's going to the line, looking to get his 16th of the day. Looks like he's going to try a step-back three, and then goes with the dribble drive to beat Essegian to the hoop. Free throw good. The lead is the biggest of the day. It's up to 12. Matthew Meyer will check out 32-20. 16-20 to go in the game. Essegian. Wall. To the corner. Driving baseline. Kicking. Wall for three. He's got the answer with the roll. And the Wisconsin fans are back in this game. It's a 9-point deficit for the Badgers as their leading scorer, Wall, gets it through. Wall, he's 12th in the Big Ten in 2-point field goals per game. Haven't really seen him get going there, but maybe that three is going to add to his confidence. Here's Coleman Hawkins. Double teamed, is able to dish it out to Epps. Epps with 6 to shoot. Danger comes out to set the screen. Epps to the free throw line is fouled with 2 on the shot clock. And so we will go to the under 16 timeout. Blocking foul on Tyler Wall, I believe. Is that who they got? That might be his third, if it is. So Wisconsin in some foul trouble. Under 16 timeout. Illini up by 9. Hawkins, Epps, and Shannon for Illinois all have 2 fouls. Crowell and Wall both have 2 for Wisconsin. So they did not call that last one on him. Or no, they did. So that would be his 3rd. That run late in the second half really sprung the Illini. They have dominated early here in the second. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. Another college basketball Saturday afternoon. Illinois playing well early in the second. Both offenses finally starting to heat up somewhat. We're finally starting to see some scoring. So Illinois will have the ball coming out of this TV timeout. With 2 seconds on the shot clock, I believe, if they called that if they indeed call that a foul on the ground. Back in Madison here, where it's been the Matthew Myers show in the second half. For Illinois, at least, Tyler Wall is starting to get going for Wisconsin, but Myers really starting to dominate. He's got 16 points leading both sides. Illinois is all the way up to 14 of 34 from the field and 41% field goal percentage. They're right around the 45% mark on average. Here's what I'm saying. Rebounds. They're such a good rebounding team. They've already got 25. Wisconsin's hanging in there with 24. Oh, no. Whoa, that looked bad right away. Meyer gives a thumbs up, but he went down in a heap, holding his knee. I thought he blew his knee out. No, ooh, knee to knee with Wall. But he'll be okay. Man, knee to knee hurts. So Wall will go sit down as he got called for his 4th foul with that. Oh, my goodness. So Wisconsin's leading scorer and their only hope of offense in the second half is gone. Backdoor for Hawkins. The pass from Shannon was a bit behind them, and so it's the first Illinois turnover of the second half. 5 minutes gone by. 15 remains in the game. Wall trying to cut into this deficit, Crowell trying to cut in this deficit even more. Hands it off, sneaking by his Klesmit, trying to sneak by Hawkins. Klesmit fakes the 3, got Hawkins to fall for it, and that could have been a charge. No call. Here's Gilmore having to throw up a 3 is Hepburn as the shot clock was expiring. He's able to knock it down. The 2020 Big Ten All-Freshman makes it a game once more. Here's Meyer. Meyer looking to put the jolt back in the Illini. Here's Melendez. Meyer calling 40, gets it. Meyer, step back 3, nearly airballed, and the rebound is kicked out by Wisconsin. Ball belongs to Illinois. That's I don't know if I like that for Meyer. He's hot, but I don't like a step back with a guy right in your face. Clutch from Hepburn, though, on the other end. Wisconsin trying to win for the first time in 2 games. Illinois trying to extend the win streak to 2. Shannon's 3 left short. Rebound Crowell. Hepburn slows things up. We haven't seen Wisconsin just get out and transition. I mean, they're not really a big transition team, but we just haven't, frankly, seen it at all today. And Illinois, really, we haven't seen it either, as Epps is called for a foul here. And they do call it a shooting foul. So if both these free throws are able to be knocked in by Max Klesmit, local guy from Neenah, Wisconsin, 6.8 per game. The Woolford transfer has looked good today. We'll shoot 2. And he rattles the first one in and out. Wisconsin and Illinois, 2 of the worst free throw shooting teams in the nation, both at 66%, as Epps will check out. Harris is back in. Klesmit's got 8 points. Got a 1.5 above his average. Second free throw is good. So it's a 5-point game all of a sudden, as Wisconsin has scored 7 in a row. Here's Sincere Harris. He loses his dribble, just able to keep it on their side of half court. And Shannon will control that pass to slow things back up. 13 to shoot. Terrence Shannon stutter steps his way in, and he is destroyed by Crowell on the foul. And Terrence Shannon Jr. will head the line for 2. Shannon's really elusive when he can get out in space on his way to the basket because he just can stutter step around guys. That's what he does there. Steven Crowell, 11th in the Big Ten in fouls. He's already got 3 today. And that's what you get from big men, though. You got big guys trying to make big plays, as Shannon's first free throw is good. And he's also 11th in the Big Ten in rebounds. So Klesmit now leads Wisconsin on the day in points with 9. Meyer still leads the Illini with 16. We're almost 7 minutes into the second half. It's 34-27 Illinois, as both free throws were good from Shannon. That was clutch there to end the 7-0 Wisconsin scoring run. Here's Klesmit looking to add to his 9-point total. Crowell being stared at by Danger. Crowell looking for somewhere to go. What a backdoor pass to Davis, but he could not control it. And Illinois running the floor. Shannon goes baseline, kick to the corner, and it goes through the hands of Melendez, but they're going to say it was tipped, so the ball will belong to the Illini. Illinois ball underneath their own basket here. Shannon loves that play where he drives baseline and then just tries to throw it to the corner. I don't really like it because half the time it gets picked off or it goes 20 feet over his head. On the inbound, Shannon with it, and he's pushed to the ground. Everybody is wondering why the foul is being called in the stands. I think he just slipped. Greg Gard wants to travel, and they're going to overturn it to a travel. Yeah, that wasn't a foul. Shannon hit his head when he came down. I think he's okay. As we are exactly 7 minutes into the second half. Hepburn bringing it up the floor. Great defense by Sincere Harris, who's one of the most underrated and elite defenders, I think, in the Big Ten and maybe even in the country. Hepburn heats up. He's got another 3. The 2020 Big Ten All-Freshman gets the fans on their feet. It's a 10-2 Wisconsin run. It's a 4-point game. Meyer looking for Harris. He was fouled. Wisconsin fans losing their mind at these Big Ten refs today. I think they got Hepburn on that one. Wisconsin shooting about 20%, about 15% below their average field goal percentage at 29 today. Their average is 42. Sincere Harris will come out of the game to take a seat once more for Illinois. Ty Rogers. RJ Melendez, 4-3. Tried to bank it in, but he bricked it. Probably didn't try to bank it in, but it hit the backboard and then bricked off. Wisconsin can make it a one-possession game. Crowell for 3. Nothing but net. Wisconsin within 1. 12 minutes to go. Every fan in the building on their feet. 8 minutes into the second half. Illinois has not gotten a field goal since we were at the 16-20 mark. Meyer, corner, Melendez, baseline. Meyer tries the 3, looking for the answer, but it's not there, and the Badgers can take the lead. Hepburn up the floor. Crossover dribble. Weaves his way through. Hepburn. Spinning. Wide open layup. Badgers back in front. That's a 14-2 run. Timeout, Illinois. 35-34. After Illinois jumped out to an early second half lead, Wisconsin's offense gets going in the form of Chucky Hepburn, the former Big Ten All-Freshman, looking like his freshman self. The team's assist leader, he scored all 8 in a row. 2 threes, and then a wide open layup to take the lead moments ago. Illinois needs to get their legs back as they now trail by 1. So that can't happen. That completely changed the script of this game coming out of that. But here's what I think. This is why I hate media timeouts. But it also makes it fun as well. It kills so much momentum. Like here, if Illinois comes out of this timeout, firing again, it'll back up my case. This happens almost every game. Timeouts, like for some reason, always change the script. Like we were dominating before the under-16 timeout. And then after the under-16 timeout, Wisconsin is dominated. And now if we dominate after this timeout, it'll further prove my point. So it's really interesting. But it makes sense. It's funny how it happens almost every time. The Max Klesmit show for Wisconsin and a Tyler Wall show early in that second half. But then after that under-16 timeout, Wall picked up his 4th foul to sit down. Klesmit went quiet. Hepburn stepped up. 8 unanswered of his own. From Omaha, Nebraska. Think of it. He could have gone to Nebraska if he wanted to be in the Big Ten. He could have gone to Creighton, a great basketball program. Comes to Wisconsin. In his first season, he wins the Big Ten All-Freshman. Has really been the staple of this Wisconsin team these last few years. The difference in this game has been playmakers. Illinois' playmakers all season. We never know who's going to be the playmaker coming in. And it's kind of been like that for Wisconsin. But today, Chucky Hepburn has shown he's want to be the man. He has not gotten too selfish. He has not been too unselfish. He's got all 8 of his points this half. He's also got 5 rebounds to his name today. Illinois with the ball, trying to retake the lead, though. Meyer to Epps. Epps is back on the floor. He drives in with the right hand. Long layup, no good. Strong rebound, danger. Kick out to Shannon. Shannon, offensive foul. Second offensive foul today on Terrence Shannon, who is livid. And I think that's going to be his 3rd, maybe his 4th. Brad Underwood losing his mind, wondering why that was a foul. And guess what? We get another media timeout. Foul number 3 on Terrence Shannon. Anger continues to boil over Brad Underwood and Terrence Shannon. Furious at the refs after that call. I mean, he's gotten rigged on that twice. When the guys are completely moving their feet and Shannon's just trying to drive to the hoop, I mean, this is probably biased, but it almost looked like a flop. I also hate this about basketball. Look at all the media timeouts. Oh my goodness. Like you just had a 3-minute timeout with the Illinois timeout. And now you got a 3-minute media timeout. So that's almost 6 minutes without playing. Hey, we got 3 people on with right around the halfway point here in the second half. 11:08 to go. We're at a media timeout here at the Kohl Center in Madison, Wisconsin, looking to put an end to their 2-game losing streak. Illinois looking to bump their streak up to 2 in a row. They came in as 2-point favorites. They were looking like that early in the second half. Since they have dropped down to a 1-point deficit. There's one thing I haven't mentioned yet, but Wisconsin, both these teams are great at home. Wisconsin's 7-2 at the Kohl Center. Back at home at the State Farm Center in Champaign, Illinois is 10-2. While they're only 2-2 on the road, losses I can think out of that is the Maryland game. What was the other one? Northwestern. Maryland and Northwestern. Maryland's really been a hostile environment this year. Northwestern's really never a hostile environment. 2 tough losses, and those were both after good wins the game before. Wisconsin's 2-4 on the road, but home court advantage. It just matters. And it's funny. It's funny how sports work. I was just talking about this a few minutes ago. How the timeouts, it always seems like almost every time you get a momentum change. I'm so fascinated by how momentum works, like how Hepburn, how did he just score 8 points in a row? And then here we see, what else was I talking about? I don't even know. I'm going to answer this question, though. I turn 13 next Friday. So, yep, broadcasting is what I want to get into. Showing another look at this Shannon drive and the offensive foul. I'm horrible at those. I can never figure it out. But Brad Underwood doesn't understand. Klesmit's back on the floor. He sat down for a few minutes, but he comes back out, leading in Wisconsin in points so far today with 9. And we're 9 minutes into the second half. Packed house at the Kohl Center. Hepburn. From his spot, dishes Crowell, and now it's right back to Hepburn. There's a nice pass fake by Gilmore to find some room, and dishes Crowell, who will back his way in on Danger. Nice strip by Danger to knock it out of Crowell's hands, and the Illini will get another chance to take the lead as Jaden Epps will bring it up the floor. Meyer to the right wing. Dumped off for Hawkins. Essegian foul fell down for Wisconsin, allowing Meyer to get a look from deep, and he's got another 3. Illinois up to a 2-point lead. They're back in front. Now Wisconsin, they've had the answer in the second half, and Chucky Hepburn has it again. Adds 2 more. We are tied for actually one of the first times today. It's funny how we've gone back and forth so much without having too many ties, and Hepburn's into double digits. He's the new Wisconsin leading scorer on the day. Myers, we've hit the halfway point in the second half. Hawkins and Epps. Epps Hawkins nearly stepped out of bounds. Underhand feed to Danger! And he was fouled. Nearly got the and one, but he'll still take a trip to the line to shoot two. Hepburn's been Wisconsin's go-to. He's been the answer in the second half. Danger, horrible free throw shooter, and he will make his percentage and the team's percentage. It's only at 66%. Even worse, as he missed the first one pretty bad, as that last foul was called on Crowell, who's got his fourth. So Wisconsin's top two players in Wall and Crowell are both out. Their leading rebounder, their leading scorer, both out of the game because they have 4 fouls. Second one rattles in for Danger. Epps and Shannon both have 3 for the Illini. Wall and Crowell both have 4 for the Badgers. Here's your foul trouble recap as Hepburn will take it towards the rim, dish it out to Gilmore, Klesmit, and now here's driving baseline Wall. Back on the floor with 4 fouls. Wall double teamed. Backdoor kick. The three is too strong from Esigian. There, I finally said that name right. I think. According to Google, I did. Here's Epps. Meyer. 9:15 to go. Danger on the screen. Meyer finds a way to the semicircle. At the block, he lobs it back up to the top of the key. Hawkins. Left wing Epps. Epps. Hawkins fakes the long three. Epps will try a three of his own. There's the first of the game for Jaden Epps. And the Illini have a 2-score lead. Now for the answer once more for Wisconsin. This time it's not there. Wall can't knock it down from the left wing. It's been answer after answer for Wisconsin, but the last few times down the floor, they've come up short. Now Epps to Hawkins. Big possession for both teams. 8.5 to go in the second. Hawkins crossing over, feeds Melendez. RJ Melendez with 5 to shoot. Walks his way in. Oh, baby! Sports Center top 10. Here comes RJ Melendez. The two-hand flush. Timeout Badgers. He elevates over 3 white jerseys. Rattles the basket. RJ Melendez, his first 2 points of the game are big, and they are in beautiful fashion. RJ Melendez puts the lead back up to 6. Wisconsin has to use a timeout, and we will go to another commercial break with 8 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the basketball game. Back and forth we go in Madison at the Kohl Center. Good old-fashioned Big Ten rivalry. Klesmit's gone cold. He was the big part late in the first half for Wisconsin. Hepburn is taking a bit of a breather after having that big those big few minutes there with 10 straight of his own there. I assume he will be back on the floor after this timeout as he's not in any foul trouble whatsoever. But their 2 top guys in Wall and Crowell are in foul trouble. They put Wall out there before the timeout. We'll see if he comes back out after. We are inside 9 minutes. Illinois is starting to heat up from deep. Brad Underwood announced at the start of the season that he wants them to be more not more 3 heavy, but they want him to be. He wants them. I don't know how to put this, but to summarize, he pretty much just said that their offense is going to be get down the floor, chuck up a 3, get a rebound, and see what you can do from there. They knew they didn't have Kofi Coburn. They could not get the ball to a big man. Dane Danger, though, has allowed him to do that a little bit more than before, but it's been a lot of perimeter stuff early on. Well, I guess not early on, but the first half of the season, 3/4 of the season. And it's kind of continued that, and that's really why it was such a low-scoring first half. It's because they wanted to get all the perimeter work against Wisconsin Badgers team that will defend the post very well. They wanted to work around the perimeter, and they weren't hitting their threes or their long jumpers early on, but they've been able to manage that a little bit better in the second, and then they've started to pick up the defensive side of things as well. And I said in the open, defending is going to be the key part of the game. Whoever defends better, whoever gets out to a fast start is going to win the game. Nobody got out to a fast start. Both teams defended well, as they both only allow around 60, 63, 64 points a game. And it doesn't look like anybody's going to get there today, but it's been fun to watch today. Any Big Ten game this season, unpredictable, but it's been very fun. Greg Gard called the timeout there moments ago. 8th season with Wisconsin. He's been their long-term coach. He's had a lot of success. 2-time Big Ten Coach of the Year. Trying to get them to another comeback win. That three fresh out of the timeout on a nice-looking play was no good from Essegian. And another defensive rebound by Illinois, who's great rebounding team, just shy of 40 per game. Here's Meyer. Shot fake. Epps tried the back door to Meyer, who had a wide-open layup, but the kick ball from Wall might have saved it. And Wall is out on the floor. And they also do put Hepburn back out there as well. So Wall's playing with 4 fouls. Hepburn's fresh off a breather. Epps to inbound. He gets Shannon from behind the basket. The jumper is no good. Meyer, beautiful rebound, and he lays it in. 45-37 Illinois leads back to 8. So now the momentum shifts once again. And I said it seemed like the way this game is going, after those media timeouts a few minutes ago, we would see the momentum shift. That's been the case. Wall trying to cut into the deficit. Coleman Hawkins just got called for what I think is the worst foul call I've ever seen. If you're watching this game live, please go check this out, because I don't get where the foul was. Wall with the right hand between the dribble, kind of fancy there, and he's able to fight his way into the lane, but then is swatted at by Hawkins, and the layup is no good. In transition, Meyer fakes the three, now drives, and is fouled right on top of the semicircle and close. So he'll take 2 shots at the line, as we're now inside 7 minutes to go. Meyer, 2 at the lineup coming, and he can push the lead to double digits once more. After Wisconsin got the 1-point lead after a 14-2 run led by Chucky Hepburn just about 3 minutes ago. Meyer's able to knock down the first free throw here, and the lead's up to 9 out of nowhere for the Illini. Crowell will come out to the floor with 4 fouls as well, playing out there with Wall, who also has 4. And then Max Klesmit, the Wofford, transfers back in the game. Meyer's second free throw is a swish. And under 7 to go, it's a 10-point lead for Illinois. Chucky Hepburn. Shannon falls down. Luckily, it didn't come back to cost him, or did it? Nope, it didn't, because Hepburn could not make the wide-open 3, and we have a defensive foul by Meyer, I think, on the rebound there, as he pushed a Badger from behind. That's going to put Wisconsin in the 1-1 bonus. Or, excuse me, Illinois is in the 1-1 bonus, as Danger will come back onto the floor. Lobbed up for Crowell. Crowell, Hepburn on the cycle. Here's Wall, Crowell. Crowell one-on-one with Danger. Crowell spins away from Danger And that is the elusiveness of Steven Crowl when he gets into that paint. 6 minutes, 30 seconds in the second half. Matthew Meyer, left wing. Danger rolls off the screen. Meyer decides to hold on to it. Meyer for three! Yes! Matthew Meyer! He's got 26! And the Illini have reached 50 points as we have a foul on the other end before the shot. Matthew Meyer, be clutch, why don't you? What a second half for him. Heating up from long range. He's getting close to the basket as well and capitalizing there. Everything's going Matthew Meyer's way, 24 in blue. Here in the second. 1-1 for Klesmit. He missed it. Illinois, out of nowhere, has regained an 11-point lead. Danger catches the pass with one arm and hands it to Epps. Pass to Hawkins for three. No. What a rebound. Terrence Shannon Jr., who puts it right back up with the left hand. Lead up to 13. And Wisconsin is really in a hole now, running out of time. Oh, my. Here's Crowl. And then the back door to Wall, who was wide open. He could not catch it. And it's the story of the game It's a story of these last few minutes for Wisconsin. The story of the game for Tyler Wall, as he just has to fall on the floor to at least get a jump ball out of that instead of a turnover. As he had a wide open layup ahead of him, but instead, it results in a jump ball, and it will be Wisconsin ball. So Illinois will have the possession arrow favoring them once this ball is inbounded. It's inbounded to Essegian, who stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Ball back to the Illini with 5:30 to go. So Meyer is on the bench. Can't imagine we'll see him before the end of the game, obviously, because we saw just a few minutes ago Wisconsin's comeback ability. This is not over. Here's Shannon to the baseline with the left hand. Now switches to the right. Into the free throw line. He kicks it up high. Hawkins, he's not taking 1-3 today. He almost looked like he wanted to do that. He's been a good three-point shooter these last few games. Has not even attempted one today. Jaden Epps. He's missed quite a few bunnies, but there he's able to make a layup with the right-hand finger roll. It's 54-39. Crowl spins away from Danger. He's triple-teamed. Gets it to Klesmit in the corner, who's quickly surrounded by Epps. Short pass to Crowl. Crowl works it back to the center of the court. And now here is Davis. Ball pops up for grabs, and it is out of bounds off of Hepburn as Wisconsin. I don't even know what happened. It seemed like 5 seconds ago we were talking about Illinois looking like they were about to blow this game. We were talking about Wisconsin and their great ability to come back, the fast scoring ability of Chucky Hepburn. Since it's been an unbelievable run for Illinois, and they've looked like they've pretty much locked up their 15th win of the season. This crowd has been silenced in Madison. Terrence Shannon dishes. I just had a brain fart there. Danger. And now here's Hawkins. Danger again. Double team. Backdoor. Hawkins. He's fouled. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. Only 2 to shoot. Hawkins was able to get that layup away, and then he was strangled by 2 defenders. Foul is called. And the big man, Coleman Hawkins. I think Illinois, I think it's huge for us that we have Hawkins and Danger because they're both very strong guys, 6'10", 6'9", both north of 200 pounds. Hawkins, we've seen him get a little three happy these last few games. He's fixed that. Has not taken 1-3 today. And he's still been able to play a nice game on both sides of the ball. He's been effective defensively. He's been effective at times offensively, as Illinois is on a 19-2 scoring run in the last 6 minutes. Crowell's three, nothing but air. An air ball. Under 4 timeout. Wisconsin's bench, deer in headlights. The Illini have scored 19 of the last 21 points. They lead 56-39. Who saw this coming right after Wisconsin had an unbelievable run? 10-2 run led by Chucky Hepburn. Then it turned into the Matthew Myers show, leading a 19-2 run. Outstanding. Under 4 timeout, the final media timeout of the game. As with an Illinois 17-point lead, it seems like it's nothing but over for the Badgers, who had all the hope in the world just a few minutes ago. Kohl Center's been silenced. Sure, Champagne's rocking. We're rocking here 3 hours west of Champaign. We know Illinois has this 3-point shooting ability. We know they have the ability to get to the rim. They shoot 55% from inside the 2-point line, or inside the 3-point line. They shoot 32% from beyond the 3-point line. They did not show that in the first half. These teams only combined for 36 first half points. That's what you want to see out of a team that has looked like a ranked team these last 2 games. I think that they can get going. If they can get faster starts on a more consistent basis, if they can have the ability to lock down games on a more consistent basis, they will be a ranked team within this next week or in the weeks to come. Each team's longest streak of the season has only been 4 wins, so it's not like any of these teams. I've been saying all day. Consistency is the thing that they all need. They need consistency. Both these teams have not been able to score or defend on consistent basis. But Illinois is trying to piece together a win streak and continue to play consistent ball because, they haven't lost consecutive games all season. And, that's big once it comes tournament time, but obviously 1 loss and you're done in tournament time. 3 people on. Stick around, why don't you, for the final 350 of this one. The score holds barring an impossible miracle from Wisconsin. Illinois moved to 15-6. They'll bump up to 4th or 5th in the Big Ten. 6-4 in conference. Wisconsin will drop to 4-6 in conference, 12-8 overall. After just 2 weeks ago, they played the Illini as number 12 in the country. The win today, Illinois will take the season series 2-0, and they will most likely not see Wisconsin again unless somehow they see them in the tournament. Jaden Epps with the ball, fresh out of the under 4 timeout. Here's Meyer. Screen from Hawkins. No danger out there right now, but Meyer is out there. 5 to shoot. 1-on-1. Meyer. Step back 3. Just a bit too short. He kind of had to step up on that it was an awkward situation. He applied some press pressure. Davis was able to escape it to Wall. And now here is Gilmore. Gilmore, Wall. Wall spins away from Hawkins. And that's a beautiful move. Shot fakes around 2 defenders. And Tyler Wall yet to foul out. He's got 4. So does Crowell. Still in the game. Adds 2 to his total there. $15-point game, 2:45 to go. Hawkins. Back up high, Epps. 5 to shoot. Jaden Epps cross over to the right hand. Epps heavily pressured. Hawkins fade away. Oh my God, he got it! As the shot clock expired, Hawkins wasn't even looking at the basket, just pivoted, fade away from the far corner, swished it. Nothing but net. How about that? When you're hot, you're hot. There's finally a three from Wisconsin. Klesmet finally gets one. That's really the most he's done since late in the first half, when we were talking a lot about how dominant he had been, and he gets his total up to 12 on the day. So Wisconsin's upcoming schedule, anything can happen in the Big Ten, but it's a few very winnable games. You go to Ohio State, not too hard of an atmosphere. Then you host Northwestern. You go 2 on the road with Penn State, Nebraska, and then Michigan. So, Ohio State, Northwestern, Penn State, Nebraska, very winnable games. Michigan's been up and down. Northwestern's kind of, they've played well, but a few very winnable games to come for Wisconsin, and they're going to need it especially if they lose this one today, as they called a timeout there. And after that three was made. .209 to go. It's a 14-point game. Wisconsin's got one timeout. Illinois still with 2. The Illini have heated up to 44% from the field. That's right around their averages is 45%. Here's Epps. Exactly 2 to play. Epps says all day. There's Shannon. 10 to shoot. Hawkins. Hawkins looking backdoor for Shannon, and it was tipped out of bounds by Klesmet. So now Brad Underwood will use his timeout. Each team will be down to 1. So draw something out here. So we're getting into the stage of the season where we're looking at the tournament. Right now, Wisconsin is in a tournament place. Big Ten has 9 teams right now in a tournament place. Closest ACC was 7. But I think Illinois is around a 6 seed or something. Oh, yeah, here you go. Illinois, an 8 seed. Wisconsin will be an 11 seed. Looking at it right now. Purdue, obviously, a 1 seed. Rutgers, a 5 seed. Illinois, it's interesting. I'd almost rather be like an 8 seed or something. I'd love to win these next few games. Get up to, let's say, a 4 or something. So we're really going to need to have a nice second half here. But I think it's been great how. Meanwhile, timeout Meyer gets. But I think it's what was I even going for here? I think that we play better. It's like the Cowboys. We play better when we don't have expectations. Remember last year? What were we? 2, 3, 4 seed or something? Disappointed again. Second round exit. 2 years ago, Loyola Chicago in the second round is a 1 seed. So lots of disappointment with high expectations for all my sports teams, but that's kind of how the game goes. Epps is fouled up high by Klesmet, who just looks like he's just, that was actually Gilmore, who just looks like he's exhausted and wants to get out of here. Minute 10, this one should be about nothing but over, and Illinois will take a 1-and-1 to the line. Jaden Epps, they've done a good job of free throws in the second half, which has been clutch. Both teams horrible from the line on the season, 66%. Epps knocks down 1 to add to his total. I've liked how he's played in the second half. He's really struggling in the first, missing a lot of layups and such. He's able to get up to 13 points. Shannon with 6, Meyer with 26, Danger with 9, Hawkins with 4. Epps' second free throw is good. 60-46, a minute to go. Hepburn. Melendez gets a foul called on him away from the ball. Fans starting to pile out here at the Kohl Center. Place was rocking just about half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago or so. Taking a serious turn since then. Illinois has gone on a big run of their own. So it looks like they're going to get right around Wisconsin's average points allowed per game, which is at 63. Both free throws good there. And Meyer will go to inbound the ball as Jordan Davis checks back in. Davis, we haven't really said his name a lot today. He's been really quiet. He's done nothing. 6.4 points per game, 4.1 rebounds. I mean, he's struggled. He's struggled immensely today. And I mean, maybe that's a confidence thing because he didn't start. And he's really started pretty much every game this season. So that's interesting. Local kid, though, from La Crosse, Wisconsin. Wisconsin really has a lot of local guys. I talked about this earlier, but Illinois really, on all their sports, have wanted more in-state recruits. They've got 4 guys on their roster, especially Terrence Shannon from Chicago, obviously, that are playing on the Illini. Wisconsin's got 5 local kids. That being Isaac Lindsay, who we did not see today. We saw Kamari McGee just once during the first half. He's from Racine, Wisconsin. Lindsay's from Mineral Point. Carter Gilmore, 14, local kid. Heartland, Wisconsin. Klesmet, Neenah, Wisconsin. And then Davis, La Crosse, Wisconsin. And those are all juniors. So, I mean, they could be the future of this Wisconsin team in a year or two once you see, I mean, same with Crowell. He's only a junior as well. Once you see Hepburn go in a year, you see Wall go at the end of this year, you're going to need some of those guys to step up. So, I think that the future is bright for both of these teams. And they're also 2 teams that, like, they've had great basketball seasons. Like, they haven't played horrible by anybody's standards. They've just they haven't. It doesn't seem like they've been winning when it matters. Coleman Hawkins is at the line right now. He's shooting 2. He missed the first one with 45 seconds to go. Knocks down the second one at 61-48. Illinois is going to go to 15-6. Wisconsin's going to go to 12-8, 5-5, or 4-6 in conference. Illinois 6-4 in conference. Chucking up a desperation 3. It's no good by Essegian. An air ball, as a matter of fact. And so Illinois will be able to dribble it out until the 4-second mark or so. Big win for the Illini. They came in cold. They only had 20 first half points. They double that plus some in the second half. Wisconsin never found their offensive groove. The defense for Illinois stood up when it mattered. The Wisconsin defense struggled late in this one. It probably had to do with fatigue. 5 to shoot. Shannon loses it out of bounds. So it will go to Wisconsin with 7 seconds to go. Brad Underwood can take a breather. Illinois, and the first time I can remember us wearing blue jerseys, comes into Wisconsin. Hepburn knocks down a buzzer beater 3. But this one's over nevertheless. Book it. Illinois wins. Final score 61-51. They sweep the season series against the Badgers. They come into Kohl Center with a dominating second half. Matthew Meyer leads the way with 26. Chucky Hepburn tried to lead the comeback, but then Illinois jolted right back with a huge run of their own to win 61-51. Illinois, another road win. That moves them 3-2, a winning record on the road this season. They will host Nebraska next game on the final day of January. Wisconsin, the day before my birthday, Groundhog's Day, February 2nd at Ohio State. They look to bounce back and end their 3-game losing streak. Illinois won their 2nd straight. Wisconsin's lost their 3rd straight. Brad Underwood puts his guys to 15-6, while Greg Gard in his 8th season has dropped back to 12-8. Illinois beats Wisconsin on the road. Final score 61-51. Thanks for watching this entire stream. It was another fun one. I'll probably be back within the next week or so, and I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for a great day of basketball. And I win on the road at Wisconsin. Goodbye, buddy.